Digitsbby. Hello everybody, welcome back to Digitsbby. We are back once again to Night in the Woods tonight. According to my Steam library, today we're gonna pass the milestone of having played this game for over 80 hours total on my Steam account. And the reason why we're coming back to it tonight is because March 25th in Japan time and my time zone last year, March 25th, 2020, was the day that I did my first ever stream on my channel. Unfortunately, that stream was never archived properly because I was totally new to streaming at the time and I didn't realize that Twitch would not automatically save my broadcasts unless I had that enabled. So, while we did lose the first stream I ever did in this channel, it still holds true that March 25th is the streaming anniversary of Digitsbby. And so to celebrate that tonight, we will be coming back to the game that got this channel started, which is Night in the Woods. And today, instead of playing the main story of the game, we will be playing some of the extra content in this game. So we will... Oh shoot, now that I think about it, which one of these DLC is which? I actually have to look that up real quick because I honestly don't remember. But we still have the game set to Japanese. This menu will be in English, but once we load up the game, we'll be playing the Japanese translation of it. And we're going to be playing the shorter DLC episodes in this game and translating them from Japanese to English, as we've done with this game in previous streams on this playthrough. I'm going to start with the shorter one. I just want to make sure that, let's see, Night in the Woods Longest Night. There are two DLC here. One of them is just kind of a little constellation making minigame with some dialogue that's fairly short, and then the other is more like a more full-length adventure that I might not necessarily finish in one sitting. Let's see, okay, Longest Night is the shorter one, so this is in order then, or the order that they were released. For anyone who doesn't know, these two DLC are... Oh, hi Grace. She's saying Digitsbby. For anyone who doesn't know, the two DLC episodes actually came out before Night in the Woods is finished. They were made for the Kickstarter backers of the game as kind of a little teaser of the game that was to come. So the developers put them out in, I think, like 2013 and 2014, something like that, in advance. And previously, they were only available to people who backed the Kickstarter. But then, a couple months after the full game, Night in the Woods, came out, they were added to the game as part of the Weird Autumn Edition update. Happy Digitsversary, says Grace. Thank you, Grace. And thank you, Misery, for being here. I think Grace might be able to join on my voice call at some point. We'll see how that goes. But I asked Grace if she wanted to do any voice acting tonight, any Japanese voice acting, and she was like, I can't speak Japanese tonight, moshiwake gozaimasen. And I'm like, naruhodo. And so I will be doing this on my own for now, presumably. I guess that music just stops at a certain point. Alright, well the music has stopped, which means that I've talked too long, so let's start the Longest Night DLC and see how this goes. Oh my god, are you... This is already off to a frightening start. Do I have to read all this shit? So just to explain real quick, the Longest Night DLC isn't really a story-based thing. It's basically just make constellations in the sky, and it's... They already kind of introduce the character models, and they talk about the constellations and what they are. And they kind of introduce the character personalities a little bit. This is really tiny font, too. This is kind of tricky. Alright. Naito Inza Uzu no kaihatsu ga hajimatte, suryoku... 数ヶ月後、そして、キックスターターキャンペーンが幕を閉じて3週間後の2013年の冬に 何か小さい作品を作りたいと思いつきました。Okay, so a number of months after development began on Night in the Woods, we let's see, and as well as when the Kickstarter closed off in the winter of 2013, we decided that we wanted to make a shorter project. 私たちは本当に何かを作っているんですよ。ということを証明するためにも、いくらアイディアがあると言っても、それはアイディアに過ぎませんから、小さくても何かをリリースしたという実績を残したかったんです。So let's see. This is a small. Let's see. So this is a small little thing that that was left over from us saying that we were going to release something to prove that we were actually making something and not just throwing ideas around. 何かを完成させなければならないということは誰しもあるはずです。Let's see. So basically, like we felt that we had to complete something. ただクリスマス休暇まであと2週間後足らずという短い期間しかありませんでした。But all we had was, let's see. We only had a short time in the also, this came out at the end of that year, didn't it? So we only had a short time with the 2 weeks after the. But we only had a short time of 2 weeks before Christmas holiday. Longest Night はそのような感じで Night in the Woods シリーズの最初のおまけとして戦に生まれました。And so Night in the Woods is the first thing to come out of the or Longest Night is the first thing to come out of the Night in the Woods series. Or the concept of Longest Night is the first thing to come out of that series. この時に我々に植えたアイディアの種の鈴が後々ナイト・イン・ザ・ウッズという変わったでもとても雄大なアイディアのGod, I don't even know how to read that kanji. Something に育ってくれました。So So it's something like we had many ideas and they something like it was the start of, oh my god, dude. I don't even want to translate this intro screen and spent forever on this, but it's basically saying like this is we made this project to show we were actually making something. We made it in a very short time in like the 2 weeks before Christmas break at the end of that year. And we had many ideas that eventually became Night in the Woods. And this is like the start of what became something much bigger. Something along those lines. Gosh, this is why I need to do more streams like this to prove that I can actually like understand Japanese. So here's the first look that we ever had at the Night in the Woods characters. 寒くないのはなんで? Why is it so cold? Or why is it... Did she say why is it cold or why is it not cold? Hidayo. Oh, this is supposed to be Greg's voice though. Hidayo. Hianjan. The fire, we got a fire. こんなのでも文明としてのレベルに達しているよ。We've Angus basically says like we've achieved the mark of civilization, something like that, with having the fire. Sokka, I see. 超暇なんだけど、もう何年も座ってる気がする。So it's like we've got so much time to chill that I feel like I've been sitting here for years. あ、そうだ。ランゲストナイトの星座のやつやろうよ。Oh, I know. Let's look for the longest night constellations. Well, that's actually pretty cool that B mentioned the word Seiza, which means constellations, because that brings us to today's Japanese word of the day. We can't do a Japanese Night in the Woods stream without a Japanese word of the day segment. So the word of the day that I came up with for today, that's related to what we're seeing on stream tonight, is the word Seiza. So Seiza in Japanese, it means constellation, but can also refer to the zodiac signs in the Western zodiac, because those are a known concept in Japan as well. So there you go, Seiza. Which, putting those two kanji together literally means, so sei is star, and the za means like sit or seating. So it's basically like a, Seiza would basically mean like an arrangement of stars. My zodiac sign is Gemini. I was born on May 21st, so my birthday is the earliest day to have the Gemini sign. Eh? Majide? What, really? Rokusai no kodo irai da na. I haven't played that since I was 6, or I haven't done that since I was 6 years old. Mina datte sou desho. Probably everyone else, right? Yeah, I'm a cusp baby, as I've learned that term exists. Grace is just pure Pisces, but I am a cusp Gemini. Yes, also not to be confused with that Seiza, which means like the Japanese like traditional style of sitting. Like sitting, I guess sitting on your feet, basically. Like if you could imagine like the way people would sit at like a traditional tea ceremony or something in Japan. Like sitting with the knees in front of you and with your feet behind you. Yeah, I don't take seriously astrology either, but I think as a concept they can be kind of interesting. Alright, so Mbe says Mina datte sou desho, which means like, yeah, nobody's played that game since we were that young. I've totally forgotten all of them. Hello, Air Operator 7. I'm a Pisces, and all my best friends are Gemini. Well, I guess I'm one of them too, because I'm also a Gemini. I feel like I'm trying to think of how many of my friends growing up would have also been Geminis. I had one friend who I'm not like friends with anymore, but like in high school, who was born the day after me on May 22nd. Majide? Really? Majide? Really? I don't really remember much. I don't really remember much until I was 8.5, so. How would I translate that? So I need to have my dictionary ready on my phone because I'm trying to think of how to translate komakai in that context. Soku komakai ne. I'm not sure how to translate that exactly. Komakai means like... I guess he's saying like the... I'm just gonna skip that line because I'm not sure. B って8.5歳で作られた人工生命体だからな。So Greg says that's because B was born at 8.5 years old. She was 8.5 years old at birth. Alright, Grace, don't make me mod you there, declaring your Pisces supremacy in the chat. Don't make me crack down in this chat room right now. So 考えるとなんか一気に納得できちゃった。I guess when I really think about that, I could believe it. PP Booby. What is she saying there? 11011もういいわ。そういうのいいからやるんだったら早くやろうよ。Alright, well, how about we hurry up and do this then? っていうか、星座に詳しいやつがいないからできないじゃん、B. Well, B, we can't really do it if nobody here even knows the constellations. そうだよ、B. Yeah, B. 星座なら僕結構詳しいよ。I know the constellations pretty well, actually. いつから Since when? いつから詳しいかってどう答えたらいいの？ Oh my god, there's so much going on in the chat I gotta pay attention to. Your Japanese is so good, I wouldn't really say so. At least I'm struggling to put it back into English after I read it. Alright, so Angus says, like, since when do I know it? Well, how exactly would I answer that? では、そうくん、アンガス先生の授業開始だよ。Alright, everyone, it's time for a lesson from Professor Angus. 宇宙教室だ。It's a space class, an astrology class. And so now the camera zooms out and we can see the night sky. っていうか何も見えないんだけど。I can't see anything though. 僕たちはパターン追求者なんだからパターンを追求してみて。See, so right now we're the pattern seekers, so find yourself a pattern. Gas, says Grace. Alright, so we can listen in to the sounds these stars make. And if we line up the stars that make similar sounds, then we can make constellations. So these keyboard sounds can make this shape. And there we go, first constellation. I'm sure the names of some of these will be pretty hard to translate. 書き言葉の発明者ネズミ作家だ. This is the Or is this one person? I guess it's two. These are the mouse writers, the inventors of written language. そいつらって何千人もいたんじゃなかったっけ? Let's see. Just wait. Just how many thousands of them were there? 役もスペースが限られてんだからね。Wait, what was he referring to? She said like how many thousands of them were there? And then May is saying something like the night sky isn't just limited to space. He said, Greg says my zodiac or my zodiac sign is the mouse writers, the mouse authors. Okay, so two options here. 何千人もの天才から構成されてんじゃん。So 構成されてんじゃん。What does 構成 mean in this case? 構成 means like organizing or like establishing. So it's like Japanese can be hard to translate because it just lacks so little context in situations like this where it can be hard to tell what people are talking about. Like, I understand the words that are being said, but as a full sentence, I don't get like what even the point is sometimes. It's something like established by thousands of geniuses or something like that. The other option is hito toshite owatten na. I'm not really sure what's being said here, so I'm just gonna throw out one of the lines and see what's said after. Atatten na. Greg says, like it suits me well. Oh, that's all that was said? Cool. I have no fucking idea what was said about any of that except for that they're mice that invented words. That is all I gathered from that. Oh, this is the forest god, isn't it? The forest god statue, as we call it in the main game. ルベルが1400年代に教皇を務めていたかなり狂った時代だったな。I struggle with Japanese exclusive expressions, yeah, for sure. Do you also speak Japanese, Era? So Angus says this is Rubello, like Rubello. I'm not sure how to translate that name, but it says he was a pope in the 1400s. It was that was quite a crazy time. Ah, watashi kono hanashi daisuki. I love this story. The Pope, the holy mug. 当時はさ、教皇の候補者が3人いたんだ。At that time, there were 3 different candidates for the Pope. 最終的にルベロが 火を吐いて他の候補者を焼いちゃって。So as the last one of them, Lubello ate fire. Oh no, wait, is that spat fire? Yeah, Lubello breathed fire and burned all of the other candidates. 食べて強硬になっちゃった. Or well, he grilled all of the other candidates for Pope and then ate them and became the Pope himself. Huh? It's the best laugh I can do for B. 俺その話知ってる. Oh, I know this story. すげえ. Wow. 歴史的な話. 実際はルベルの親戚が一人は毒殺、もう一人は Is that Shisatsu? Is that how that's read? Shisatsu? Yeah, okay. I was right. 視察してから運河に捨てたみたい. So it said that what was said before this? As the story goes, the Pope's of Lubello the Pope's relatives, one was poisoned, and another was stabbed to death and thrown away in a river, or in a canal. でも食べたのは食べたんだよね. Or wait a minute, hold on, let me just check that I was translating that right. That did say relatives, didn't it? It did, yeah, okay. So... But he did, I don't know, I guess it's like he did eat the other ones though. Is that referring back to the other part of the story? 食べたのは食べたよ. Yes, he did, he definitely did eat them. こんなかっこいい話初めて聞いたよ. It's the first time I've heard such a cool story. もぐもぐおっと食べちゃったぞ. 強硬になっちゃった. Yeah, he ate him up and became the Pope. Hello, Misery. Welcome back. We're forming constellations and struggling to translate their origin stories. Oh hey, it's B. Utao Tenchi no... How would I translate that kanji by itself? Take or cho or... Oh, cho maybe in this case. Utao Tenchi no to... Harmonium da. This is Harmonium, the master of the singing angels. Oh, it's this one. My mother always said I looked like this one. Ah, nanka wakaru. Oh yeah, I know this one. Or no, May's saying like, yeah, I can see that, and then B is saying like, I don't see it at all. The resemblance. Kigen no warui tenshi no riida da. The leader of the grumpy angels. 光り輝く不機嫌な天地よ。So let's see. You're the how would I translate this? Like you're the sparkling grumpy angel, something like that. The shining grumpy angel. How would I read that kanji? Actually, that's a kanji that I see in my students' names a lot, but I'm not actually sure how to read it as like a verb or whatever this is. Okay. Ozaru o kakete, gliding through the skies. Or flying or glide through the skies, fly through the sky. Alright, I get it. Let's go on to the next one. See, would that be read as Sekagyo? Is that how the fish kanji be read in this case? Sekagyo no mundi da toji wa kujira o gyōrui da to omoi kondeta kara ne. So this is Mundi, I guess the Sekagyo, like the worldly fish, I guess? Mundi the worldly fish. At the time it was said to resemble a whale, or to take the form of a whale. Sekai wa kujira no se naka ni nokatteru tomo. They said that the world rested on the back of a whale. I know this is a common story in like indigenous American folklore, so I've heard this kind of story before. Watashi no seiza ga Mundi da. Mundi is my zodiac sign. Wow. Chōmei poi. It's just like you, May. Oi, oi, douyu koto nano? Hey, what do you mean? Oh, wow. I think that's just Greg speaking whale. まあ、星座がどうかって意味があるなら気にするけどさ。そもそも無意味だし、別に何でもいいもん。So May says, I don't really believe that zodiacs have any like real meaning or anything, so it's just kind of whatever to me. Oh yeah, the world being on giant turtles. Actually, maybe that's the American folklore thing, is that it's usually a turtle in that story, but I feel like I've heard the whale thing before too. Oh, wow. Oh, Gwagun. Nice, Senno. What are you doing? Kujira no nakigoe. It's the cries of a whale. That must have been fun for the Japanese translators to work with, having to write whale sounds. Oh, that's a small one. It's only 3 lines. I've heard the whale version in another game before. Another game, or it could be like a... Look that up real quick, 'cause I'm kind of curious actually. Try Google searching the world on a whale's back. Let's see, Legend of Earth on whale, on whale's back. Google seems to think I just want to watch some whale documentaries, which is not true, so. Sakanada. It's a fish. Sorede. And? Tada no sakana. Wakariasui desho? No, it's just a fish. Isn't it, you know, easy to understand? Totosta mame chishiki da kedo, boko no seiza wa sakana da yo. Fun fact, the fish is my sign. By the way, for people who understand Japanese and never heard this word before, what Angus just said for fun fact is mame chishiki, which literally means like soybean knowledge, like bite-sized knowledge, is the Japanese word for a fun fact. Maybe that should be a Japanese word of the day at some point. Mame chishiki. ちょっとのせがあって臭いだよね。あって臭い。So let's see, main dialogue options. So one of them here is your adaptable. Well, I'm not necessarily saying your, but just talking about the fish. So to no se ga atte kusai da yo ne. So they're adaptable and they smell bad. Or 誰から見てもしょうもないだよね。しょうもないだ。誰から見ても。Oh, I guess this just means like it's like. How would I translate that? Basically, it just means like it's. Like however you look at it is just stupid and pointless or something like that. I'm gonna go with the first one, adaptable and smelly. 当たってるじゃん、あんちゃん。Yeah, it's about right, isn't it, Angus? Or Anchan? Anchan. 男らしい匂いがするって言われるよね。I'm told that I have a manly scent. 前に開けたあれの匂いがするじゃん。It's a scent that was passed down to you or something like that. アイスホックな、なんか寒そうな鳥の絵がついてるやつ。It's in so it's in a picture of a cold bird called the ice hawk. だからしてギルキもしてるんだ。 Maybe, or maybe not that manly or something. Masani Ice Hokujan. No, it's definitely the Ice Hawk. I think you smell nice, Angus. Arigato. Thanks. Ice Hawk de nanano? What's Ice Hawk? I'm not sure what was being referred to there either. Torumetronda. It's told. What sound is that supposed to be? Tolmetron? Tolmetron? Sekai no owari ni naribiku to Munde ga seoteru mono o zenbu furi otosu n datte. Oh yeah, sure, I can type that real quick. Mame chishiki. Mame chishiki. There we go. So at the end of the world, when this bell rings, Mundi, which is the whale, will drop everything off of its back. Soshite subete ga moyasareru rashii, and then everything will burn. Toji wa shindite ta ndaro na. I believed at the time. どういたしまして。みんながすげえバカだった時代にね。At the time, everyone was stupid. Oh, so Greg wasn't saying I believed at the time, he was saying the people of the time believed that. And then May says, yeah, everybody was dumb back then. 性格悪いみたいだけど、昔の人ってガチでバカだったのよね。So it might sound bad saying this, but you know, a long time ago, people were crazy and dumb. Well, everything's all relative. Baka wa baka dakedo na. But stupid is stupid. Utsushiki baka na hitobito. The beautiful stupid people, beautiful idiots. What's the last connection to make here, if not these? Oh, I didn't even realize. There we go. this goes all the way across here. That's kind of interesting shape. I know it's germ. 音楽の発明者 Invenelus da. This is Invenels, the inventor of music. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name properly. Kuchibashi ikiteru ne. Jam mitai. Kuchibashi. Oh, kuchibashi means beak, okay. It's got a nice beak, it looks like germ. Jamo wa ongaku no sainon zero jan. Germ's got no musical talent at all, though. Oh, so this is, we don't have Germ's character model really in this game, but this is the first time Germ would ever be mentioned in the Night in the Woods universe. So we could say, Dare, who's that? Or, Jamu? Jamu? Jamu te? Ano henna Jamu? Germ, you mean the weird guy Germ? So dakedo? Yeah, I guess so. Teuka, Greg wa nande? Wait, Greg, why do you... Mei wa nemuku natte kita kana? You must be tired, May. Germ, jam, jamu. Jamu session. Oh, hey, another triangle constellation. 昨日なだ。どこかの国の王様によって死刑となった。So this is Kinona, something like that. Kinona. He or she was ordered to be executed by the king of another country, or the king of some country. Oh, it's female. Okay. 彼女の首は何年もの間殺した人に意見を言い続けたんだって。How to move to mobile computer side? Need an update right now? Yeah, that's the way it goes. And I gotta turn off those automatic updates, I guess. So it's something about like for years since people have like continued to like talk about who it was that killed her or something like that. So yeah, kakoina. Whoa, that's cool. そこだけ聞いたらそうでしょう。ちゃんと読むと超うざいやつだったよ。I guess it sounds cool when you hear about it, but if you really read into it, then that's was I. But if you really read into it, then you realize how much of an ass they were. 自分は殉教者。自分は殉教者だ。偉いでしょ。かわいそうでしょみたいな。They say that she was a martyr, that she was admirable, and that you're meant to feel sorry for her. Appealばっかしてんじゃん。ばっかしてんじゃん。 I guess like they make her seem so appealing.
最終的に金庫にぶち込まれて川に流されたみたい。
So in her last moment, she was thrown into a safe and then tossed into a river. Yarisugi jane, that means like, isn't that kind of over the top? 彼女は何をしたの? What did she do?
女性ながら意見しちゃった。公の場で声を出しててね。
She voiced her opinion as a woman. She spoke out in public. それだけ? Wait, that's all?
当時は十分アウトだったんだよ。
That was forbidden in those days. イタリアのどこかの川に頭を突っ込むと殺された悲劇について首が語りかけてるんだって。So they say that if you stick your head into a certain river in Italy, then you'll be able to like hear the story of the. You'll be able to like hear, I guess, hear her cries basically. しかもその川を同情の川に改名したみたい。And so the name of that river was changed to the River of Sympathies.
殺された昨日のに同情しましょうじゃなくて、どうにか同情行こうとする昨日のがうざいからだって。
I don't know if it's so much like the River of Sympathies as like the... Let's see, like I think you should... Yeah, I'm not really sure what's being said here. Something about like save the sympathy because she's really just Kinona the Annoying or something like that. Saite-jan kono seiza. This constellation is brutal.
私の首を切ってみるがいい。お前の首を食いちぎってんやんぞ。
Says like go ahead and try to cut my head off. I'll just bite yours off too. Oh, is Grace is adding me in her server. What's she saying about me? Holy Mug Stream Anniversary, Digitsbby. Brilliant friend and OG of our community. Cheers to the uncountable digits of memories and fun. Well, that's nice of Grace to say. I don't know if people will necessarily be tuning in though. Happy longest night だ. Happy longest night. じゃあ次へ. On to the next one. Yeah, so the gist of that was a woman who spoke out with her opinion, so she was put into a safe and thrown into a river as execution. That's the story of that one. However poorly I translated it the first time around. Oh, this one looks pretty brutal too. Ryushio da. It's Lucio. Iine. Nice. This is a nice one. Dare? Who? Lucio-san. Kitsune no. It's Lucio, the fox. Tomeno ni yari de tsuranui jimen ni nuitsuketa nda yo. So let's see. He was let's see. So did I read that properly? It's like he was like stabbed through with a javelin and left like hanging from it in the ground. What would tomato mean in this case? Tomato nande? So like why was he like I guess like detained or like attacked or something like that? Ma hora sono iro to na. So there's like a bunch of reasons behind it. Hitome mireba ninki mono na no wakaru ne. You can tell just by looking at it, it's a popular one. Wait, what? That's the whole story behind it? Really? Just like, oh, just stabbed and left to die, and then, oh, why is that? Oh, you know, just because. This game looks so cute, you expect lighter material. And this game, I think it has like a ESRB rating of T, or something like that, but there's a lot of mature content in this game. Not necessarily violent, but like the subject matter discussed. We're gonna make another triangle-shaped constellation. Chisa no Osama. Ma mano desu da. This is the Ma mano desu. I'm not sure how to translate that name. Marmonodes, the tiny king. Kare wa ousama de chichakatta kana. He was a king and was small, I guess. Kore ni tsuite wa nani mo shiranai ne. I don't really know anything about this one. Toji wa chisai osama to koto de soto wadaisei ga atta n janai kana. I guess at the time they were well known as being because they were a king and they were small. っていうかそこまでちっちゃくなかったと思うけどね. When really he wasn't that small at all. News速報, newsflash. 新しく即位された王様ですが、先ほど入った情報によりますと、なんとやや小柄のようです。So we've got a new king, but this just in, we've got some new info on them, and it turns out they're pretty small. ご想像通り、靴も小さいようです。夜空の星座とし、永遠に栄養を。なんと買いましょう。So, and as you'd imagine, their shoes are small too. So let's So let's give them a constellation and honor them in the sky forever. Yeah, on Twitter, I am not on any social media. The only way to really engage with me in any way online besides this stream chat, I guess, would be through Grace's Discord, because Grace has a public Discord, so if you're in that one, then I suppose you'd find me there. And on my other friends' streams as well. But other than that, I don't have time for that social media stuff. All I have time to do is just do streams and play games and study Japanese. That's all I do. 私だってやや小柄だよ. Well, hey, I'm small too. Seizame Mayborowski, a constellation called Mayborowski.
いやー、星座を決めたやつらってみんなとっくに死んでるよ。
Hey, now, all of the constellations are people that died a long time ago. I was about to say the last one, but it's not. There's like at least one more after this. At this rate, I don't think we're going to play the other DLC tonight, because the other DLC is like way longer than this one. So I think we might just have to call the stream anniversary with this. Unless... Gensho no utai no utaite Ibon da. This is Ibon, the world's first singer.
その物語がベースとの型オペラ見たことある?
Have you seen the opera about him in which he was a bass singer, a bass vocalist? No.
マジですごいよ。
It's pretty great.
21時間ぐらい続くんだ。
It's like 21 hours long.
100年ぐらい前にブライトハーバーでやった時、イボンが熱気球で旧地ミミズにぶつかるシーンでステージごと爆発しちゃったんだって。
So when they showed the opera a while back in Bright Harbor, Ebone crashed into a giant Ebone was in a hot air balloon and crashed into a giant mouse, and the whole stage exploded. Ine. Nice. 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 Shato ka dasanakatta? Did anyone die?
いっぱい出たよ。
Yeah, a bunch of people. Sokka. Oh, I see.
あのさ、今の話で笑えないから笑えないならユーモアのセンスがどうかしちゃってるよ。
Hey, come on, if you don't laugh at that story, you have no sense of humor. Come on, you're left 2 more constellations? Oh, is that... Oh, it's a one more emote referring to the constellation. Okay. I thought that was like a... I couldn't really tell what that emote was when I looked at it at first. I thought it was like an emote of protest against me ending my stream or something. Oh, well, that's a pretty easy constellation. How would you read that kanji if it's written like that? Daija, okay. 壊れた大蛇だ。初めて言葉を発したんだって。So it's the the broken or the split giant snake. It said it spoke the first ever words, something like that.
この話を聞かされるたびにムカついてたんだよね。
This story really gets to me every time I hear it. 教会の日曜学校で勉強させられた時、超キレちゃったのを覚えてるよ。Yeah, I remember this one really bothering me when I heard this when I was forced to study this story at church Sunday school.
おお、私も覚えてるよ。
Yeah, I remember that too.
教会から追い出されて親と一緒に説教されてた。
I was brought to church and forced to hear this. Well, I was brought to church, and me and my parents were forced to hear sermons about this one. いつも出てたやつももらえなかったし。And we didn't even get communion, something like that. I think that's what she's trying to say. Like we didn't get the snacks. We never got the snacks that they had. 日曜学校って超楽しそうじゃん。俺も行きたかったな。Sunday school sounds like a lot of fun, though. I always wanted to go. いやいや、行かないで正解だったよ。No, you're better off not going. Alright, there's one more constellation. This one has a lot of stars to it. Dorobo no Korubinda. This is Corbin the robber, the burglar. Hyohaku Kyoko Rubero no Oukan kara diamond o nusumi totta dorobo. This is a thief that stole a diamond from the crown of Rubello, the fire-breathing pope. Kyuden kara dette sugu ya ni utarete yararechatta. And when he tried to run out of the palace, he got shot up with arrows. 生産に慣れてから優れた泥棒ってわけじゃないんだね。Well, since he became a constellation, I guess he wasn't such a great thief after all.
違うね。
No, that's not true. 教会なんかをそうだよ。ダイヤをパクってやれ。Church is a lie. Steal the diamonds is what Greg is saying. Or like, church is bullshit. Steal them diamonds. Sneak thief.
高画育ちの楽器の革命家ぶりは一体。
I'm not entirely sure what B's saying here. Something about like a revolutionary race in the suburbs, or something like that. Possum Spring ute kogai janai jan? Isn't Possum Springs a suburb?
そうだね。
Oh, wrong voice.
そうだね。郊外は近くに大きな都市があるからね。
Yeah, that's right, because the suburbs are a place near a big city.
ここってど田舎中のど田舎じゃん。
But this is just like the pure countryside, right?
例えば靴を買おうと思ったら車で40分だよ。
Like you gotta drive for 40 minutes just to buy some shoes, right?
しかも僕21歳だよ。鍵じゃないよ。それに B の方が年下でしょ。
But I'm 21 years old. I'm not a kid. B, you're younger than me, aren't you? I like the art. Hey, honey boy, welcome to the Digitsbby streaming anniversary stream.
俺も21歳だよ。二人ともフルタイムで働いてるしさ。
I'm 21 too. Both of us work full time. Has it really been 10 whole years? If we're saying that I've been streaming for 10 whole years, then I'm like 34 going on 35 years old right now. So that would be frightening. But thank you, I appreciate the congratulations. Well, full time more or less.
正式にフルタイムだと健康保険のお金も払わなきゃいけないからね。
Because if we were officially full time, then they'd have to pay our health insurance too.
私だってあと4ヶ月で20歳だよ。
I turned 20 in 4 months.
はいはい、わかったから。3人とも立派な大人ですよね。
Yeah, yeah, alright, we get it. The three of us are proper adults, right?
ありがとう。
Thanks. Arigato. Yeah, thanks. Alright, we got all of the constellations. Well, if you really want to feel old, Air Operator, the point I was making was that I'm not 34 years old. Because I started streaming at 24, which is only a year ago.
Yosh. 13星座全部揃った。
Right, well that makes 13 constellations.
Yeah, ありがとう、アンガス。
Alright, thanks, Angus.
意外と面白かったな。
That was more interesting than I thought it would be. Walked all the way to school, uphill both ways. I mean, in Japan, most high school kids do walk to school, actually, so... Because most kids go to, like, high school, like, outside of the town they actually live in, and so they have, like, a longer commute. Oh, hey! That's right, Digitsbby streaming anniversary, we get spam bot in my chat! Oh man, that fits so well. Thank you, Grace. What a way to celebrate the occasion. And Grace got to mod somebody on the Digitsbby streaming anniversary.
Anchantara. Mania nandakara.
You're an expert at this stuff, An-chan. You're a master, Angus.
Hai. Mania desu.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Would you please mod me too? Kyoju ni nattara ii jan. You should become a professor.
ビデオ屋さんでその役割を果たせてると思いたいね。
I like to think I fulfill that role as a video store employee.
そろそろ帰らないと。
Well, I guess it's about time we head home.
ちょっと待って。
Wait, hold on. 気づいたんだけど、私、何年も B と遊んでないじゃん。I just realized, B, we haven't hung out together in years.
え
What? 12歳の時に大け、大喧嘩したんじゃん。We got in a huge fight when we were 12 years old, right?
気づいたら昼ご飯の時に一緒にそうはなくなって
Yeah, now I think about it, we wouldn't sit together at lunch anymore.
電話もかけ直してこなくなって
We never called each other on the phone anymore.
メールの返事もなくなったって気がするんだけど
So yeah, I feel like we stopped eating lunch together and we never talked on the phone and we never replied to each other's messages anymore.
いつもグレグと一緒だったし庶民の私はお呼びでないみたいな
You started hanging out with Greg all the time and didn't have time for you never talked to any commoners like me. ごめんな B、俺のせいで二人の関係崩れたんだな。I'm sorry, B. It's my fault that you two lost touch. He does character voices, no one else does that. Is that sarcastic? Because I feel like there are probably plenty more streamers who do. Perhaps nobody does them as well as I do, though. Unfortunately, Grace is too tired and out of touch with the Japanese language to provide voicing for Greg this time around. But I'm sure she'll reprise her role as Greg sometime in the near future, in the main game.
いいよグレグもうずっと昔のことだから
It's fine, Greg. It's all old news now. ちょ待って、リアルに宇宙に来てんの? Wait, hold on. Did we like actually go out into space? だって普通に暖かいし息してるしさ Because it's like a normal temperature and I can breathe too. っていうか何の上に座ってんの? What are we sitting on anyway?
Tyrannosaurus のパターンだよ
Tyrannosaurus. I'm not sure what that first word says, but we're sitting on like a pattern or something. Eh? What? グレグにアンガスはもう1年半以上会ってないじゃん And Greg, Angus, I haven't seen you two for a year and a half. What is that second word? Kokai to kukyokan da. So like I'm not sure how to naturally translate that, but Greg basically just says like you must feel like regret and emptiness. Or something like that, or like it feels, it feels empty. Atashi longest night ni kain nakatta. I didn't come home for longest night.
洗濯の日だ
Because it was laundry day. けど入った時のアップルジュースの味 けど入った It was laundry day because it was laundry day with the smell of vomited apple juice, something like that. I think Greg has basically implied that like her clothes smelled like puke or something.
家族、実家に電話しなきゃ。
You got to at least call home. 実家に電話したくないだろう. But who wants to call home though? バスにはもう間に合わないよ. You didn't catch the bus in time.
今日私を思い出したきっかけは何?
So what made you remember me today then? バスには乗りたくないだろう. これがメイの新しい人生なんだから. Like, I don't want to ride the bus because it's the start of May's new life.
1年間半も経ってんのに新しいって言えんのかな?
It's been a year and a half, so is it really new? Patsuichi Chose. What does that mean? Patsuichi Chose. Yeah, that means like, what is the context of what Angus is saying here? Because he's literally saying like arranging your underwear. 次の年はまた新しくなるよ. And next year's a new year too.
次のあたはまた新しくなるよ.
And next year will be a new you. さあ、足を伸ばそう. Alright, well let's stretch our legs. もうなんなんだよ。超バカらしくなってきた。マジになってたのに。What is this? Now I feel like an idiot and I was trying to be serious too. Or something like that. I gotta call home. Alright, and that was the end of the Longest Night DLC. You can go to the Night in the Woods collections on my channel to watch the English version of that DLC being played a couple months ago, because I'm almost certain that anybody watching tonight would have no idea what the hell was going on through that entire thing, because I was having such a hard time following it and translating it. But emotes are being posted in chat, so I guess people got something out of this streaming experience tonight. Alright, well, I think we can't do the Lost Constellation DLC tonight, because that DLC is a lot longer than the one I just played, and that would just take too long. And dude, I can't spend several more hours streaming tonight. I'm already tired. I'm already talking enough nonsense. So I think we can go through some storyboards and concept art of this game while I give the shoutouts for my streaming anniversary. So on March 25th of last year, I did my first ever stream on this channel. I've had this channel for a couple of years now. It became the name Digitsbby in like 2018. But I started streaming on March 25th of 2020 because I really wanted to share this game Night in the Woods with the people I know. I was like, there's this cool story game. I like it. I've played it. Means a lot to means a lot to me. I want to share it with people. So I did my first stream, and some people watched. Got some followers. A year passes, now I have over 70 followers, and there's people actually watch my content still, and that's pretty crazy. And when I started this channel, I didn't necessarily have like a clear goal of like all the games I wanted to play on it, or like where I wanted to go with the channel. I really just wanted to share Night in the Woods with people at the time. And what was planned to be one playthrough turned into 2, which turned into 3. And now I'm on the 4th playthrough of this game, playing it in Japanese. Thanks to a lot more of the content we discovered in this game through the streams, I have now all but 2 achievements in this game. The 2 remaining achievements I need are 1 achievement through B's storyline that we can get in this playthrough, and then the other achievement is to finish the journal in the game, which is like basically a 100% completion achievement. And since then, after I finished Night in the Woods, I decided to play like another game here and there. Like I played the Emily's Away games because I wanted to share those as well. I thought those would be fun games to play as a group. And then I decided to play Pokemon Vietnamese Crystal on this channel as well, because I played partway through that game a couple years back when I was still in college, but I never finished a playthrough of Vietnamese Crystal, so I decided to share it with everyone through the Twitch channel. And then a couple months after I started streaming, the bundle for racial justice and equality came out in itch.io, which I bought, and it gave me access to a ton of unique indie games, which I decided to start playing on my channel. And that's given me a lot more content to work with. And so, after months of playing Night in the Woods and a bunch of random indie games, and some like ambient games here and there, I decided to buy a capture card on Black Friday of last year, because I thought it would be cool to capture some console games. And one of the biggest ideas I had for that was to play Animal Crossing streams, particularly Animal Crossing streams with Grace, which we started doing on Christmas of last year, which caught Grace totally by surprise because I planned it all in secret. And the day of the stream, I was like, dude, or like the day before, I was like, dude, we got to stream Animal Crossing together, and so we did. And so going into this year, I've played Animal Crossing some more. I've started playing, I guess, a few other little console games here and there, doing like more Japanese language translation streams. The Japanese streams, I guess, have become kind of a big thing on this channel. And oh, there's still some concept art we haven't unlocked. Wow, there's still so much that we're missing. From what? What else are we missing at this point? Well, we have some Demon Tower concept art, though. Because I finally beat Demon Tower last month. There's still so much that's locked. That's crazy. But yeah, so I've played quite a few games in this channel at this point. In fact, if you check... This is like the only command I even have set up. If you check... Wait a minute. Oh wait, it's sheet, not sheets. Sheet, right? Yeah, if you check that Google Sheet, you can find a list with links to all the games that I'm currently playing on the channel, all games that I've played in the past, and a list of games that are coming fairly soon to future Digitsbby streams. So check out that list if you're interested. And I think before I end the stream, I should do some shoutouts too, for the people who have made Digitsbby possible. One of the people who helped me get this channel started was my friend Nick, aka BlazerGamer112, because I've been kind of participating in Nick's streams as like a guest or co-commentator or player 2 for a couple years. And it's because of my involvement with his streams that got me to start doing streams on my own channel. So shout out to Nick. Everybody should watch his streams. Air Operator, if you love Super Mario RPG, you should follow Nick, because I think he just finished his playthrough of that game today on his channel. So yeah, for like every weekend for like the last couple years, I've always been playing games with Nick on his channel. And he got me started my own thing. Another shout out is due to my friend known as Emoto, who's the official Digitsbby secretary, who helps me organize a lot of stuff for streams, takes notes on things that I need to remember for streams, helps remind me of things, gives suggestions for emotes to make in my private server, and has been another champ of the Digitsbby streams from the very beginning. And of course, another shout out is due to official_Grace, who's watching right now. Grace actually wasn't involved in Nick's streams before she was involved in mine. Basically, the way it happened is just that I decided I was going to start streaming, and I just kind of like randomly told Grace, like on the day of the first stream, I was like, oh, I'm going to be streaming at twitch.tv/Digitsbby today, if you're interested in watching. And I didn't think that she necessarily was. I was just like, oh, she might check it out, she might not, whatever. I think I'll just like throw the name out there. And then I started streaming, and I was playing Night in the Woods, and me and Nick were like reading lines from the game. And I didn't have my chat window open on OBS. And Nick, who didn't know who Grace was at the time, was just like, oh, Kyle, there's someone in your chat right now named official Grace. And he's like, I don't know who it is, but she's like been commenting. And I was like, oh, that's Grace. Yeah. She's my friend. I told her to watch the channel. And I was like, oh my god, Grace, I didn't realize you were watching. And then Grace was like, wow. And that was the start of Grace following my channel and being involved with Digitsbby. And soon after, she became, like, good impression. She's become such a huge supporter of the channel. She's collaborated with me on so many things. She's been generous enough to give up some of her own stream time on her super popular channel to let me stream more on my own. That is exactly how it happened, Grace. I remember it vividly. And yeah, so Grace has been a big part of what's made this channel happen. It's been a lot of fun to have like everybody involved with games like Night in the Woods and Emily is Away. More recently, it's been a lot of fun to do streams with Grace on Animal Crossing and to share the To the Moon series with her for the first time. So yeah, we definitely couldn't have done all this without Nick, Emoto, and Grace in particular. And of course all the other followers I have, all the other friends of the show who have been involved in one way or another, like Carl, Fantoyoshi VR, Michael, the _ archaeologist, spelled strangely. Who am I also missing? James, Jump for James, Voidlord597. Sean Quinn Sports, just because. And yeah, it's thanks to the support of many people this channel has still been going and will continue going in the future. Congrats on 1 whole year. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's crazy. And Grace's stream anniversary will be happening very soon too if she checks when her stream anniversary is, like exactly what day it was. Yeah, 1 year. It's pretty crazy that we've been going for this long. Oh, I didn't name Justin. Yeah, Justin stops by for streams from time to time, but yeah. Paragon Greninja, that's our friend Justin. Yeah, he's also cool. He joins in streams to like observe games and be like, whoa, Digitsbby. So yeah, I guess this like Digitsbby anniversary stream was like the last big plan I had for the month of March. I haven't really thought too much about what my schedule for April is going to be like. I think this weekend, Grace and I still need to plan this because I know she still has to kind of arrange her own stream plans for the weekend. But I think Grace and I will be able to make time for me to stream the main story of Night in the Woods some more this weekend. Because it's been a while since we've made actual story progress in this playthrough. So we can kind of do, you know, a follow-up to the stream anniversary by playing some Night in the Woods this weekend. I just wanted to make sure I could stream tonight too, because March 25th is like the actual official anniversary date. But I think going to the month of April, well, for one thing, we're in spring of 2021 now, so I hope that Imposter Factory, the third To the Moon game, comes out very soon, but I'm not sure. When it does come out, that'll be played on Nick's channel, but nonetheless, I'm still very excited for that. But going into April, I think more Night in the Woods progress would be cool. If I'm able to arrange it, one game I'd like to play is a game called Scrap or SC4RP, or SCR4P, which is a game made by a friend of the show, Fantoyoshi VR, aka Carl. It's a game that he made himself for a computer science project as a senior project in university. And he made a game that he put on his itch.io page that I think would be kind of fun to check out on stream. So maybe I could play Carl's game next month if I'm able to find the time for it. And I guess maybe more Super Mario RPG progress as well. Nick has beaten the entire game at this point, and I've barely played any of it, so I'll probably... Maybe there will be like a whole week where I just stream Super Mario RPG like every evening or something to try to catch up in that game and also practice more Japanese. I don't know. The schedule will... It's to be planned and announced later. For now, we've had a good month of March. Everything that I had planned for the month of March was carried out successfully. We did the Digitsbby stream anniversary. We finished the To the Moon series up to this point. And we celebrated Grace's birthday with Animal Crossing, so... That's what counts. It was a good month for Digitsbby. We hit some milestones. We had some celebrations. I think it's about time we end the anniversary stream, because oh my god, I am so tired, and why did I even stream tonight? I'm such a mess. Well, thank you for watching, everybody, for one whole year. Everybody's followed me along the way. Good night in the woods. Nice pun, Grace. Everybody posts holy mugs for that pun, because that was a good pun. Where's the holy mug emote? Holy pun. There we go. Alright. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody for following me over the past year. I hope everybody enjoys my streams for all the years to come. So long as I continue streaming. Everybody follow my channel for upcoming streams. Follow Grace's channel too. Follow Nick's channel, BlazerGamer112. Thank you everybody for watching. More Night in the Woods coming soon. Twitch.tv/Digitsbby. Holy mug, everybody. Good night.